Hi, everybody, and by everybody, I mean the four people who are going to watch this. Stop laughing, Raghnya. Stop laughing. Okay. Okay, we have someone very special to me. I've known her since probably 10 plus years, 10 plus years easy. Yeah, and she's joining all the way from Boston.
Hi,
And hi, Raghnya, how are you doing?
I'm good, Vikya. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, this is a big podcast or something, but never mind. Yeah, so tell
To the
me,
four people, hi. Sorry.
yeah, okay, so tell me why Geetam? How Geetam?
Okay. Why Geetam? I don't know because I'm an Indian person with Indian parents, either engineering or like
Just
medicine,
because
right?
you bought your parents in between, I don't know if you remember this. So you were in Geetam Vizag,
I know.
and then your mom called me up. Auntie called me up and she's like, "How is Geetam Hyderabad?" And I didn't know anything because it's just 1 month. And I'm like, "Yeah, auntie, it's very nice." It's like then your mom is like, "We're planning to shift Raghnya from the Vizag campus to the Hyderabad." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, great. I'll have some company." But we did not even
We
speak for
barely
the
met.
next. Yeah, we barely met in those 4 years. And yeah, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a story for another day. But
Yeah.
yeah, Geetam was because I joined Geetam, I wanted to get out of home basically. I joined
Right.
Geetam Vizag, and then I did not like Geetam Vizag, and then I joined Geetam Hyderabad because that's the only college that
Did
would
you like
take me.
Geetam Hyderabad?
And then I loved Geetam Hyderabad. No,
Right.
Geetam was really fun. Engineering was nice. I think I never used the electronics that I learned there. I did electronics and communication,
Yeah.
and I will never use that electronics in my life. Actually, no, I did use it in my work later. We'll talk about that. But
Okay.
the math that they taught was amazing. So I think
Mm-hmm.
I like Geetam. I owe that to Geetam.
Mm.
After that, I was like, okay, what job do I get? I realized that I didn't work a lot on electronics. I didn't study quite a lot while I was in Geetam.
Right.
So I had to start from scratch basically after I graduated. And
Right.
luckily, one of my friends referred me to a job at this company called DataBeat after I graduated,
So
which
that was not through campus recruitment. Database never came to our
no,
college. Okay. Yeah.
no, they didn't. I joined another company called Core Compete after
Oh, yeah.
graduation,
That was the
and
campus recruitment, right?
yes,
Yeah.
basically.
I remember.
That was a
Mm.
campus recruitment. And then I was just adding glamour in that company. I wasn't doing anything productive.
Stop showing off.
So so I was like, you know what? I deserve to like do some work. My pay should be deserved. I don't need to get free money. And that's how it felt like at Core Compete. I was just getting paid some money every month for doing nothing. So I
Mhm.
worked there for 3 months, understood that corporate 9 to 5 is not my thing, and I wanted to join a startup. And that's
Mhm.
when I joined DataBeat, and DataBeat was amazing. I got to
Mhm.
learn a lot about the business out there, what kind of careers are there for people that come
Right.
from like a engineering background or like a business background, whatever it is. It was a good place to get started. I
Right.
fell in love with data analytics. I got
Mhm.
introduced to analytics and why companies even need someone called an analyst. And
Mhm.
that was fun. I got to
Right.
learn Tableau. I worked quite a lot on Tableau. I learned
Mhm.
SQL. I learned a lot
Mhm.
more technical stuff. It was fun. And that's
Got
when
it.
I joined DataBeat for 2 years. And after that, I was like, you know what? I need to study a little more. Geetam was not good enough as my final degree.
Hey,
You
don't tell
can
anything
vouch
to
for that.
Geetam. No, no, I am a big Geetam fan. I'll get offended.
Geetamites, we rule. Geetam rules.
So you went during the pandemic in between, right?
Sort of. I mean, it was already done for us. We
Did you go
had
in,
the
wait,
peak
did
of
you go
the
in
pandemic.
21? You went in
I
21,
went in
right?
21.
Yeah,
Yes, I
so
went in
okay.
21.
Post-pandemic,
After
pretty much.
pandemic, that was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So then you wrote your GRE IELTS, whatever, whatever.
Whatever,
And then,
whatever. I got
huh.
into Northeastern because of my work experience. Since I had relevant experience as an analyst,
Hey, by
I
the way,
could easily get
you
in.
are doing data analytics right now, or is it business
I
analytics?
am doing business analytics. So
Business
there is
analytics.
yeah, like the whole concept of why business analytics came in is that I could use the data analytics part to make business decisions, right?
Correct.
And that's
Right.
the skill that all of us don't get to learn quite a lot right out of college. Obviously, you
Right.
don't know anything.
Correct.
And yeah, so basically that's why I wanted to do my master's. And after I worked for 2 years, after I felt like I wasn't growing, my skills weren't growing. And
Hmm.
absolutely, you can like learn on projects. Like a lot of people do that. They learn
Right.
while they're working, and you don't really need to go for masters. But I
Hmm.
wanted a change. I wanted to get out of Hyderabad and sort of explore the world, spread
Hmm.
my wings and whatnot.
Right. Okay, before you
But
go to US,
yeah.
let's go back a little. Talk to me
Mm.
about your startup. Is it, how is it pronounced? Is it Garnish? Is it Garniche? Is it Garniche? I'm just making a fool out of
It's
myself.
Garnish. You were right the
Garnish.
first time.
Okay.
It's Garnish.
Okay. Not bad.
And
Hey, by the way,
yeah,
I
one of
was
my,
I was the I was one of your first customers. I ordered the day
yeah,
you made the page.
I know,
Okay.
I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful.
So okay,
Yuki
never
was
mind.
always my cheerleader. He was always my cheerleader, and I'm hoping to return that favor now and from
Right.
now on. But
Okay, yeah. Tell me how that's. Yeah, I know you've been a great cook. We've always seen your stories of what you cook. You still cook. So tell me, how did that start?
I was basically sick and tired of working from home. And I just, yeah, this was in the peak of the pandemic. So, one
Yeah.
thing that I sort of didn't like about my work experience in India was that I had to work from home. That was my
Hmm.
first job right out of college. And you know how that felt.
Right.
You remember how
Correct.
all of us, I
Yeah.
hated that period.
Yeah.
And,
Very restless. Yeah.
right. And
Yeah.
working in a startup from home is not a great idea because you don't
Mhm.
get to learn a lot, and there's so much work happening everywhere that you want to contribute more. So I was
Mhm.
sort of like in a very big mental rut, honestly, and I wanted a
Right.
getaway. I wanted to do something that can is like sort of a release for me. And
Mhm.
I started cooking, and I started baking, and I started making brownies and
Self-taught,
donuts,
right?
everything
You're not
homemade,
self-taught.
self-taught.
Okay. Go
YouTube
ahead.
taught, yes.
Okay.
youtube
Yeah. That's
youtube rules.
self-taught. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And so I had like my parents, I used to give brownies and all to my friends and like my sister, mostly my
You never
parents and my
gave
sister.
me.
I know that's why I changed it to friends, but no, family. It was
Okay.
mainly
Okay.
family. I mean, we couldn't meet either.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it was
Right.
that
Right.
was the
Right.
peak of the pandemic. So my
Right.
sister had come from her hospital and she was just like chilling here. So
Mhm.
I was like, let me make brownies for them. And then I made some brownies for them, and they were like, oh my god, these brownies are so good, you should sell them. And I was like, okay, why not? And that's
Mhm.
literally how I just like started it. And then I
Crazy.
worked on the recipe. There's a
Mhm.
lot of work that takes into like
Right.
standardizing a recipe,
Mhm.
and like
Mhm.
what kind of components you need, and there's the ingredients, components, and ingredients and all of that you need.
Mhm.
You need to like set them. So it
Right.
took me a lot of time to finalize my recipe. And that's when I started like my cousin and my very close friend Medha, she helped decide the name. And
Mhm.
one fine day I was like, let me just start. I just didn't put a lot of effort. I had like an Instagram page on, I had a
Mhm.
couple of items on.
Mhm.
There was a lot of math involved. You had to like
Mhm.
I used to make a batch for 6 or 12, right? So I
Yeah.
needed to like um what do you say, do the math to sell it per piece, like what cost
Right.
would it be for one brownie. So that was fun.
Right.
I learned how to like do the business. I googled, I mean, everything you find is on
On
Google,
Google.
right?
Yeah.
So
Pretty much. Yeah.
all these like tricks to
Right.
price your products was there, and that's what I
Mhm.
used. And
Mhm.
it was a lot of work and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
And
my
then you got.
first
I
one
remember. I
month
remember you got a lot of orders also. Right.
the first month I was the richest person on planet. Like I was probably earning more than my mom. No, I'm just kidding. It was not a lot, but
Okay.
it was fun. It was nice to see that I was capable of having more than one income, which was a big
That's,
push in my
yeah.
life,
Yeah.
right?
That's
And
commendable. Yeah.
like
That's, yeah. That's
and I
great.
was really grateful for my company
Yeah.
people, also my boss and my managers,
Yeah.
that let me like do that,
Correct.
because a lot of people don't do that. And
Correct. Correct. Mhm.
that's when I was like, you know what? I think I can't work a 9 to 5 as much as I love working a 9 to 5 and I love the money. I
Mhm.
need to start my own thing. And I know that. And that's when I decided maybe 10 years, maybe 5 years, maybe 100, no, not 100 years, but like maybe a long time later,
Yeah.
I will do that for a living, only have like a business.
So now that you're in the US, who is taking care of Garnish?
My parents, I have my mother who's as passionate about cooking as me.
Mhm.
and she's also as passionate about money as me. So
Who isn't?
she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So we were like, we should monetize the branding. The one thing that I actually owe Garnish's whatever success that I got. By the way, it's been 2 years since I started Garnish today. It's the
Whoa!
second year anniversary
What?
of Garnish. I just realized
That's
that.
crazy. I'm
Yeah.
oh nice. That's nice. That's a nice
Right?
note. Okay. Yeah. Fuck, that's nice. So
I know. So
so you're featured on Swiggy and Zomato as well right now, I believe.
not Zomato yet, only Swiggy.
On Swiggy.
But
Okay.
we stopped it now because I want to sort of revamp the menu. I
Okay.
think it's been 2 years and I'm only like, I know that my
And
best selling
then
product is a brownie.
I remember later you started cakes as well, right?
Cakes,
Yeah.
yes. I got into
Yeah.
cake baking. So I realized that the cakes that I make, as much as I want to try, because I'm not trained, I'm not a professional yet, my cakes have a very homemade taste to them, like
Right.
they're very like they
Uh,
feel healthy is what a lot of people told me. So
uh,
I was like, you know what, I should
oh, then
just
I
use
should
that as
then
my
I should order
USP.
that.
You should. I
Yeah,
make the
I will.
best butterscotch cakes, by the
Okay.
way.
Okay. Subtle
So you should.
flexes.
I'll send them to you. Thanks for having me. As a thanks, I'm gonna send one
This
to
is
you.
nice
But
marketing
I
also
won't be
for your
making it.
garnish.
I know, right? I just realized that is. I haven't been getting a
Four
lot of
people,
orders. So
but
everybody,
still,
to the 4 people who are watching, you guys get free brownies with one order of a cake. Please order cakes.
okay.
But
Now that you're in the US, now you're in the final semester. Or do you have one more
yeah, I'm
semester?
in the final semester. I'm almost done. I only have one class
Okay.
left, so I'm basically jobless.
What next?
What next? That's a great question
That's
to
a great
ask.
question to add to your anxiety. I know, but yeah,
To
what
my
next?
anxiety. I am looking for jobs, but so that's the thing, right? This is where I've been thinking a lot. I'm an analyst and I try to analyze literally everything about me, everything about everyone. I'm analyzing you as we speak. But um, what
Okay.
I realized is that I did not plan my career. Our colleges, our education that we had in India does not really give us a clear picture of what you want to be unless like you put your own effort. What I
Hmm.
realized is I didn't put any effort. I just took life as it came. And if you're going to college, going to classes, Geetam, I'm just living in that moment without planning what I need to do in life. Like I didn't do
Right.
that at all. And I regret that. That's like my biggest regret. Like I see my cousins and my nieces and nephews right now, they all know what they want to do and they're like 8 or 10. And I love that. I remember at 8 or 10, I was just like, oh my God, I have a crush on that boy and he does not like me because I was fat. You know the boys. But
I
like,
do. Hmm. Hmm.
but
I
yeah, so
wasn't one of them.
yeah, you weren't one of
Okay.
them. You might be
Yeah.
now.
No. Never mind. Never mind.
Anyway, yeah, we'll keep it clean. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's the biggest regret that I have. I wish I put more focus on what I was doing,
Right.
and that's when I realized that now I have been talking to quite a lot of people, like people in the industry now. My college has like really Northeastern has really good mentorship programs and like
Hmm.
a good alumni network. So I started reaching out to people and I started like discussing all this anxiety that I have with them. And
Hmm.
what I realized that it does not matter. Like you can literally begin your career from wherever you are, whenever you are. And that's basically what I did. I did
Right.
engineering, electronics engineering, and then I worked in DataBeat for a while as an analyst, which is nothing to do with electronics. And and then I went into doing business analytics. And now at business analytics, I have passion for education. I want to start
Okay.
something in like education in India. I want to do
Right.
something for higher ed students and give them direction, connect them to people that they can talk to, and
Okay.
make money while I do that, obviously.
Right.
But I realized that like whatever we do in life, like whatever education or career path you take, it will all make sense. You just
Right.
need proper direction. You just need the right people to talk to. And like
Right.
sometimes you don't get that. Sometimes maybe you know that like you're intellectual enough to figure that out. I wasn't. I needed
Hmm.
help. I needed guidance. And yeah, right now I think I'm looking for a job. I want to work for a couple of years because I need money. I need a
Right.
lot of money. I need to fund my ideas, my business, and for that I need money and experience. Like I need to work in a very good industry and work with people that know the business and
Hmm.
yeah, I think I'm hoping that at some point I can take Garnish up to a different level and also materialize all the ideas that I have about
Hmm.
education, like my passion for education. And I love analytics, and I realize I will never stop working as an analyst. So yeah, that's where I'm at, I guess.
Yeah, too much on your plate.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, Raghnya. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Rikyat, for having me. And please meet me soon.
Yeah, I will probably fly to Boston.
Fly to Boston. You're making
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah. Thanks, Raghnya. Bye.
Bye. You have a good one.
You too.